Hello. So today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm still going to show you some views of some flowers, but I also want to teach you a little bit about science. I really enjoy science. I really liked it when I was in school, and it won't be too complicated, so I think you should be able to understand. So today we're going to be talking about a certain kind of flower that grows in Manitoba. The two I'm going to show you now we're both at camp. This first one is called a fairy slipper. They're very tiny. They are maybe a bit bigger than a centimeter each, and they're called that because they look like little shoes. These are growing at camp in the middle of June, I think, or beginning of June. And they're really pretty. The next flowers are Sparrow's Egg Lady Slippers. I just found them when we were at camp last year, and they are, I think they grow in the beginning of July. That's when I've seen them before. And I really like lady slippers. I grew up always hearing about them, and they look really cool. They smell really good too. They smell sweet. Got mosquitoes bugging me. One thing is that lady slippers are becoming endangered. The ones that you see here aren't as rare, but there's certain ones that are really uncommon and are hard to find. And there's a few reasons for that, like they grow in places that get sprayed a lot or they get mowed over, and they are really slow to grow. They take a very long time. Some will take 12 years before they ever get a flower even. And they grow from the roots. They get new ones from the roots, like multiplying, but they also grow from seeds. And here's where it's really tricky. Here's the part I'm mainly going to talk about today. I actually have notes this time because I wanted to make sure I remembered everything I needed to remember. So yeah, lady slippers, they have really light seeds, and those seeds, some seeds provide food so that the plant, when it's little, it can grow and it can be stronger. But lady slipper seeds don't do that. They're very tiny and they can like blow away in the wind. But one thing that they need is a certain fungus that's like a mushroom, but not really a mushroom, that helps the seeds. So it's called, I think you say Rhizoctonia is the name of the fungus, and it goes on the seed, and what it does is when the seed starts to grow, it provides food so that the seed can grow and it can be strong. And without that Rhizoctonia, then it will not, the plant won't grow properly. So there's that, but then the trick is when the plant gets bigger, then it starts to feed the Rhizoctonia again. So it makes sugar using the sun and water and everything, and it feeds that sugar to the fungus. So then they're just good friends sitting there together. They help each other grow and to be strong and to use nutrients well. And so lady slippers can't grow in a place without this Rhizoctonia growing. That's why you're never supposed to dig up a plant and put it in a different place, because it might not grow properly. So this kind of relationship where both sides are helping each other is called a symbiotic relationship. And I'm sure you will learn about that later in science, or once you get into high school or earlier. There's many different symbiotic relationships in nature. There's, if you've ever seen a clownfish and what's it called? A sea anemone, where they live together and the anemone stings other things to protect the clownfish, and then the clownfish brings it food. There's that, and there's other things where different animals work together, or plants feed things and animals feed plants. But this symbiotic relationship is also something that we have. When we're trying to follow God, then we can't do it very good by ourselves. God helps us, and we can pray to Him and ask Him for help. But we also need other Christians to help us out too. There's certain times in my life where I've been having a hard time following God and doing a good job. But then I talk to another friend, and they're so excited about Him that it encourages me to do that too. And they help to encourage me and keep me going. And then there's other times where I've been doing really good and I've been able to encourage other friends. So it's really important that you find a way to meet with other Christians And it might be hard. I've had times in my life where it's hard to find other people to be with. But pray and ask God to bring you at least another Christian to encourage you. If you know somebody, then try to spend time with them and encourage them and pray for them. And yeah, I hope that you can experience this kind of relationship where you encourage somebody else and they can encourage you too.